Hey friends, this is your DM and your dear janitor for Dusklight Radio, TJ Lee, coming in at the beginning of the episode for a couple things. First things first. If you are here because you were recommended to join the channel by our wonderful sponsor Dark Somnium, this is the 8th episode of our basically horror D&D series, The Nightmare Detectives. It is based in Sturgeon. It is based on all the content from me that you love, like the Bar series, the Nightmare Fighting Championship, Glory to the NFC, The Last Sin Eater. All of that lovely stuff is where we do our magic here. Just don't start here. It will be very, very confusing. There is a playlist linked below, and there is like 20 hours worth of binge right now, so please go there first. Otherwise, you're going to be very confused, as some people have been before. Secondly, I apologize for the slow content going up. First things first, I got COVID again. That sucks. I have had to do some traveling internationally for one of my other jobs in pro wrestling commentary. There's been some opportunities that have come up that I had to take priority on. And there's been some tragedies that I am not able to talk about right now. They have affected all of us in the group, and we are taking some time to process that. I will say more at a later date, but all these things have been factors, and I am a very big believer in quality over quantity when it comes to my content. I don't believe in cutting corners or putting out something that is kind of messy just to placate the algorithm and placate you guys. I want you guys to get something that is unique, special, and feels like authentic Dusklight Radio. So if I don't feel happy with it, it doesn't go out. So I appreciate everybody's patience. The Nightmare Detectives always goes out first just because these are recorded and ready to go, and they're just easier to edit and put up. Obviously, I apologize if there's some volume spikes. Everybody's microphones were still in their developmental stages here. I'm doing this disclaimer at the beginning of most episodes now, just because with every recommendation, we get a good few hundred new people, and you just have the benefit there. If you want this content early, or the additional one-shots that we have for the Nightmare Detectives, or other content just giving you updates on what's going on, we've got a Patreon. Please consider subscribing. Really helps out the channel, but it's not necessary. Things will always go up here. There's a couple of exclusives that stay there, but regular content will go up as normal. They just get it a few days early. I am hoping regular content will resume. I have another trip I've got to take in a few days. It is currently Sunday night here, and this is probably going to go up on Tuesday. I'm hoping that I will have a full schedule with pre-exported content for the next 2 weeks by then. But you never know with life. And I know that you guys are very understanding and don't care, but I care. And that's what makes this important. So, that's it from me. Your humble janitor is going to go back to making a purple crayon wife. If you are new to the channel and don't get the joke, go and check out some more Dusklight Radio content and listen to our wonderful host Everett J. Blackwell talk about what it's like when I go into my dark place and start catering for the station. Thank you again to everybody who is constantly showing the support and love in the comments. We, as a collective group, when we hear these things and see these things, just for this, little D&D group we have, it's just wonderful. And for me, when I see people loving my writing, my voice acting, it means a lot to me. Of course, I've got to mention our wonderful cast on these episodes. Of course, you have me, TJ Lee, as the DM doing a bunch of the voices. You have Spirit Voices, aka Luce, who has an incredible channel that you should check out. It'll be linked in the description below. He plays Callista. You have Chewy, who plays the wonderful, powerful Jimmy, the Sasquatch. You have Joel playing Flebs Taylor. We have Trevin playing Jericho Branch. We have Peach playing Dahlia. And last but by no means least, we have Amy playing Margot. This show is not possible without any of them being involved. So, of course, I want to make sure I give them a shout out. They will be in the description below as well. And lastly, shout out to our patrons. I'm going to make sure I shout out everybody today because I just, I really just feel appreciative to all of you guys. So, shout out to our Sturgeonite faithfuls, Haley Clark, Laree, Sabrina Alexander, Beck Evans and Morgan. Shout out to our janitors, Feeny Von Karma, Amy Shan, Arkham Cookie, and Alex Nunes. Shout out to our Void Walker, Evan Diaz, Shout out to our purple crayon eater, Mary Ann Peck. And last but not least, shout out to Papa Kaio Blackwell of the Blackwell family. Very quickly actually as well, because I saw this comment and it really kind of struck me and I really wanted to say something. Shout out to Pamela Gahart, who was in the hospital and was still listening to our content. That means the world to me. The fact that you would choose our channel, thank you so much, every single one of you. On that note, this is nearly 6 minutes and you're all probably getting sick of it. So this is the longest disclaimer I've ever done. Thank you very much, guys. Enjoy 90 minutes of absolute violence as we go to our next episode in the Nightmare Detectives. Episode 8, The Right Hand of Destruction. We rejoin the Nightmare Detectives as they take a trepidatious trip up towards the 13th floor. And in a freeze frame moment, we look back at Kruger, who is in visual delights right now, with the pair of gauntlets, one glowing bright, one glowing dark, who smashes them together a la Doomfist from Overwatch and says, I am Sentinel number 1, Kruger, and you will not take a fucking step on this floor. And he actually takes a step back. Not like he's daring you, but he kind of gets into position and his dark fist begins to glow. Top of the order, it's going to be a Mr. Jericho.
Okay, so at the end of last episode, you said we all were like knocked to the ground from like hit from initially opening. Is it an action to get up, or are we just getting that for free?
No, I think I'll be fair. This is going to be a brutal floor, so I'm going to say you can get up, but you're going to all have, on your first attempt, you're going to have a disadvantage just on your first attack roll. So if you're not rolling kick some ass, you don't have a disadvantage. If you're rolling use magic kick some ass, you got a -1. Only for this round.
Okay. When you say use magic, you mean the weird roll for like magic attacks, or you mean like just use magic in general?
Weird rolls can be a few different things, but if your intent is to use magic, so if you are going to utilize your foci, if you're going to utilize necromantic damage, anything involving you using your gun or your hand, yes, you will have the -1. Doesn't mean you can't do it. You still got good stats. Remember, it can cancel it out.
Oh yeah, I definitely am still gonna like, I'm still gonna try shooting magic for sure. I want to make a use magic roll, and I want to try and like push him away from the elevator door.
Okay.
That's where he's like positioned, right?
He's taking a step back and he's charging up. So he's basically like, there's this like weird little lobby. And I realized that I just opened the game with a bit of a paradox, because he said, oh, you're not going to take a step on this floor and then you're going to have to go to him. What he's implying is you won't get past the lobby. I should probably have been clearer with that.
Okay.
So yeah. Yeah, there's the lobby is still the same size it was before. It's actually been repaired since Jimmy and Callista went flying through it. The pillars are back to normal now. It's kind of like a normal hotel lobby. So, you know, probably 100 foot long, 200 feet wide, and 300 feet high.
Oh, awesome. Okay, I want to try and use a blast spell with frost magic to try and kind of.
Oh shit!
To try and.
We bringing him frost now? Okay, all right.
Please don't knock him too far away, Jericho.
I've thought about not knocking him away. I'm restraining him where he is.
Oh, Oh, nice. No, okay, good.
Oh, so the opposite then.
You better not be bringing in any frozen golem Cuphead shit because Dahlia might go on a rage. So I'm just warning you.
Nice try. I've never even played Cuphead. Okay, I'm really pleased with that.
I will literally destroy everybody in this fucking room if we have a Cuphead reference right now.
All right, go ahead.
Alright, so yeah, using the using the format of blast to with frost magic kind of to freeze him in place.
Okay, are you aiming for the feet then, like for his bulky, thick thighs that could crush a watermelon?
Watermelon, you say?
That was a lot of detail.
Yeah. Look. The story guides me. I'm just saying. Kruger's a big boy.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. All right. Give me the roll.
Jesus.
Oh, Jericho. You know what? It turns out that you were
Killing
just
me, bro.
you were staring at those thighs, brother. You were just transfixed by the bulking mass in front of you. And for a moment, Jericho, you thought about your head between his thighs being crushed, and it was just a moment.
Oh my god.
But it was enough. It was enough to throw you off your game, and it's weird. You are pushed to the ground by the force he generates. It's like a gravitational force, only on you in this case. It's like he sensed you moving. No, not from his thighs, thankfully. But in your mind it can be. But no, you take a look. Because I should say you got a fail there. You got a 3. You look though, and you see the other gauntlet. The white gauntlet glows, and as it does, the small of your back, it's like it's someone's just steel toe cap boots stamped on it. And you take 1 harm.
Alright, 1 harm.
Okay. Next up is Dahlia.
Yeah. So, to be clear, there's a dude right in front of us trying to whoop our ass, right?
Big burly boy, 15 feet in front of you. You guys are in the hotel elevator, like, you know, the elevator still. Doors are fully open, pretty wide, and he is channeling something in the dark gauntlet, and it seems like he's holding you guys down because you're all on the floor, like in various positions, with the right gauntlet. But yeah, he is basically the gatekeeper to this floor.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the big whammy, I think.
Ooh, shit. Alright. So, big whammy is, that is your cane, right? That's the one that you... Is that the one you got done by Mr. Sticky?
No,
No?
it's you can use your powers to kick some ass.
Oh,
roll plus
shit.
weird, plus tough. The attack has 2+ harm, close obvious, ignore armor. On a miss, you get magical backlash.
Oh, fuck yeah. Alright. Okay, I love that. Alright, that is probably a good approach. What do you use for the big whammy? Is this like you pull out like an anime style huge ass pink polka dot hammer? Or what weapon are you pulling out for the big whammy?
I could live with the giant hammer.
Yeah. Alright, let's do the roll, and I'll tell you what I think happens, and you let me know if I'm accurate. Oh,
nice.
Dahlia! Fucking alright. Dahlia, channeling some rage. I almost like the idea, even though Cuphead isn't in canon, like just being like, I fucking hate Cuphead. No one knows to this day in legends speak of
this
where.
This is because I couldn't fucking pacifist rate the stupid funhouse fraggle.
This is it. This is it. You just literally say fuck pacifist runs. And no one knows how you did it, Dahlia. You pulled it's like a Callista move. You pulled a hammer that is like double your height out of nowhere. It just appeared, and it's big, it's pink with a shimmering golden top to it. Like it's one of those bopping hammers, like not an actual hammer. And I kind of like the idea of it being like sentient, but that's not my decision to make. But either way, you run forward with this thing and you leap, and you are going. Are you going for the head or are you going for the stomach? Are you going to nail him or are you trying to knock him away?
Oh, I'm going for the head. I'm trying to walk him into the cement.
All right, yeah. So, yeah, you are pulling a full-on bonk situation. And sure enough, you hit him, and the sound is... There's a video, and I'm not condoning violence here, but there's a video I once saw of these two ladies fighting, and one lady had, I think it was how do you guys say it? An aluminum bat. Now, I want to stress that both people in this situation seem to be fine afterwards, but the noise it made when she went bonk on her head was like it was like a boom. That's what happens, and it actually shatters on a 10. It shatters the windows, and it reverberates in your hands, and like it shakes your hands as like the foundation goes. And sure enough, yeah, I mean on that he takes 2 fucking harm. He doesn't go down, but his legs, like these big thick thighs, they start to dig into the ground a little bit, and he's actually rooted to the ground now. And I'm gonna say, because it was a 10.
Spit on him and call him a bitch after too.
You absolutely. So as you bonk
please.
him, because you're like very anime, the weight is still being transferred, so you're in the air. As you push off to get away, you spit on him and call him a bitch. He doesn't hear you because he's stunned right now. You just stunned this motherfucker. So bravo. You could not have had a better start to that. Okay. And Amy is in, which is perfect. Okay. Next in the order, it's gonna be the big boy. It's gonna be Flebs. I threw you there. I fucking threw you.
Big boy.
You did. You got me excited all of a sudden. And then I was like, ah.
Is Flebs there?
Is Flebs with us? Is Flebs in the room?
Yeah.
Can we talk to Flebs? Okay, cool. Flebs,
Did you guys not hear me?
No,
No, but
wait.
like, no. I just mean,
Oh, okay.
is actually
wait, no,
Flebs
shit.
there?
No,
He's in
no,
the
no.
archives navigating.
Yeah, wow. Why did... oh, no, right, but he's still seeing what's going on, so I want to know...
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, you threw me for a minute there. Yeah, I want to know what Flebs is doing as you're observing this. Like, is there anything that you... Obviously, you can't attack, but I still think that mechanically, as the navigator, there are things that you might want to do. And you don't have to. You can observe it and wait for your next turn, but I want to make sure that you get the option.
I'm not sure what I can do.
You can feed information. You could look up things on him, you know, look for weaknesses. Can
I use... I read about this sort of thing?
Yeah. I will say you won't be able to spam
use
it every turn. That much I will say.
Yeah.
Okay. On an 8, I believe you get a general question or one specific, I think. I usually am pretty liberal about that. I think I'm gonna... I think because this is a boss, I think it'll be a general question. Because otherwise...
And that would be from...
that would be
event
from...
situation?
Let me just check. I believe... No, it's act under pressure. Oh, right. Oh, no, that's... Right, okay, no. Yeah, that's... Okay, so, worst outcome, hard choice or price to pay, bud?
I'm gonna mix it up. Let's go with hard choice.
Okay. You will be able to get the secret... or not the secret. You'll be able to find out something about... I will let you find out something that will help the gang with regards to Kruger. But something bad is going to happen immediately after. But I am not telling you what that is. And you don't have to agree to this. You can say no. But something will happen that will immediately help them and then hinder them. If that makes sense.
Oh. I think we're already on the right track. Because he's already been smacked with a hammer.
Okay.
So I think I'm just going to hold.
Okay. That's fine. As you kind of think about it and you cast it from your mind, you see a little pop-up on the screen. And it is a separate it's a separate camera stream. Do you click on it or do you kind of save that for later?
I'll click on it. Okay.
You click on it and you immediately see Margot. Margot is in a small concrete room. Seems to be chained up, head down. And you notice 2 people near her. I'm going to need you to roll a sharp roll to see if you can figure out exactly who they are. Oh, okay. Woo! Yeah, you know who they are. One of them is Paint Gunkerson, who has been beaten to a bloody pulp.
Damn.
And the other one that is raising what looks like a branding stick towards Margot is the concierge. And she looks at you and winks, and the feed goes dead.
Damn.
So Margot,
And we all have
wanted you to know what was going
walkie-talkies. I can just relay that to the group, right?
yeah, you can relay that to the group. They might not listen right now, but yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'll hold off.
Margot, we know where you are right now. Looks like the pursuer's given you over to the concierge as a special gift. No idea why Pate Gunkerson's there. Maybe he tried selling his paint mace to the Russians. I don't know. Okay. Next up is Jimmy.
All right. Jimmy would like to rage, so he's gonna take the gauntlet off. and
Okay.
go full battle mode, or not the gauntlet, the bracer.
Okay.
So I got the gauntlet on.
Okay.
And I am gonna go full. So is he stunned now? So does
He
that
is
mean
stunned.
He stopped his casting that he was doing originally?
It looks like it, but you still have a -1 on your first roll because you were also
Yeah.
stunned. But yes, it looks
yes,
like
yes.
it. From what you can see, the hands are not moving. The hands are still.
All right. Well, Jimmy's gonna take no chance, and I'm gonna use the obsidian gauntlet
Okay.
to stun him on my claw attack.
Okay.
But I'm going full out, so I'm gonna put devastating on this attack as well.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna roll to kick some ass.
Okay. Now remind me, with devastating, how much harm are you looking to inflict if you get the 10?
If it goes, so on a success, it'll be a total of 4 harm.
Okay. All right.
Let me double check, make sure I'm not. Yes, it'll be a total of 4 harm because devastate adds it inflicts +1 more harm
Okay. No problem.
when I inflict harm.
All right.
So it's 2 + 1, yeah. So it'd be 4 harm. So
Okay.
I'm gonna roll to kick some ass. Let's do this.
All right. Yeah. -1. Go for it, bud.
All right, here we go. Come on.
Woo.
Oh shit!
Absolutely. 13. All right. Yeah. You see that advantage, and like a veteran Dark Souls player, who sees like a weak spot to visceral attack,
Combat
you
roll
just
through the door.
you literally it's like it's in a fluid motion after seeing Dahlia. You're inspired. The bonk comes down from Dahlia, the spit, the fly away. You see an opening. You run forward. You pull off the bracer, roaring forward. Gauntlet is drawn. You go in and you volley a shot with the gauntlet, which hits him so hard that it creates an aftershock past him. And as he's going up in the air, you catch him with a strike from the claws as well. And sure enough, yeah, you hit him for 4 harm. He does not know where he is right now. He is still. I'm actually gonna say, you hit him so hard that he is gone through the air like a fucking anime character. Like he is rising, and he's probably about 15 feet in the air as we go to Callista.
I set him up perfectly for you, Callista.
Yeah.
We knocked his ass into yesteryear, Chewy.
Oh, it's coming.
Yeah.
The ceiling on his floor is over 15 feet tall.
The ceiling on this floor is 300 feet up.
Fair enough.
It is a very it's like one of those weird sky domes. Like you can't see the top of it. Since the last time you were here, they've taken the fucking ceiling out. It's just the pillars just go up endlessly. Bit weird.
Huh.
Yeah. It's like a Dubai building,
well-
Jericho.
I know.
Callista is going to conjure their scythe.
Uh-huh.
And I guess sort of like almost, well, I guess I'll have to see what roll I get, but the intention will be to hit him while he's in the air.
Okay, yeah. Are you okay? So you obviously, this wasn't planned this way, but obviously love coordination. You are the one that can fly up, so that's not a problem. I will not make you roll for that. However,
Yeah.
Are you gonna go for smite to, get this in, or are you just going for a straight scythe? Because I noticed that you haven't used a lot of your attack rolls like outside of kick some ass, and that's fine. I just want to make sure you know they're there. Obviously, like Dahlia hadn't used the big whammy before, and that was the first time. It was a really, Jimmy just used devastate. Like you've got smite, and I believe you also have No, that's what you've got. But again, you don't have to. I just want to make sure you know that.
I do know. Part of the reason I haven't used Smite as much is because it is a hand attack.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And Callista doesn't always want to
That's fine.
get that close.
That's absolutely fine.
But
Also, Jericho, make sure you mark your spirits, bud.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because you're not far off leveling up. So, just to kick some ass roll?
yeah, I think she'll use the scythe this time. I do remember Smite is there. It's just more of like an emotional attack for her because she does have to get super close.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay, on a 7. All right, so you kind of volley up, and you've got the scythe ready, and you go for the neck, Callista, because I think the threat is so dangerous. You're like, nope, let's get this done, get it done quickly, and you get a little bit of the way in, and you hit him for 2 harm, but
Okay.
he grabs your scythe with his black gauntlet, and he actually pulls it away from you, and with the white one he hits you, and it's a he's a big beefy boy, but you've been hit hard, and then there's an aftershock. It's like you get punched, and then there's a second punch that pulls you down to the ground, and it throws you to the ground, Callista, with more force than you think a mortal can do. It genuinely sends you back to that idea of hell, and you take 2 harm, and you are
Cool.
temporarily stunned from that.
Hey, Teach.
Yes,
I have
bud.
a question for you.
I might have an answer.
So I was looking at the kick some ass rolls.
Yes.
And it says on a +10 you get to choose 1 extra effect.
Oh shit.
And I never choose 1 extra.
I'm
effect.
so sorry. Yeah, I chose it for you by accident. I
That's
do
fine.
apologize. What would you have liked it to be? And I'll consider it.
Oh no! Well, if you chose it for me, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure it was chosen.
He is bleeding.
That's all.
He's bleeding.
Okay.
So he will take
Okay,
another
sweet.
harm at the end of the term. I should,
Alright,
you know what?
sweet.
That's on me. I should have said that. And Dahlia's one I chose as well. I do apologize. But Dahlia's one was stun. I should have done that. So please, yeah, don't be afraid to call me out on this. If there's something that you have an image for a move, or if there's an effect, like, I'm not checking everything, please don't be afraid to tell me. It's all good for me, okay?
Alright, yes. Yeah,
Okay.
no, yeah. I just wanted to make sure.
No, you're right, and you're right to
it was
tell
the
me.
First time I actually rolled decent on kick
Yeah,
some
no,
ass.
y'all
So
are-
it was the first time I got a +10.
Y'all are fucking knocking it out of the park right now, damn. So, yeah, next up is going to be Kruger. He is still in the air, and he has Callista's scythe right now. Yeah, that is that. I almost feel like Callista just looking away. Hey, that's mine.
Yeah, I feel like Callista tries to she's like too stunned to like send it
Yeah,
away
you are
again, but
winded
she's
as
like
fuck.
trying to.
Have any of you ever
She's
been
like, no.
Have any of you ever been like dropped from a height and like felt the air just like get out of your lungs and you can't breathe? Like that whole like
No, baby.
it's I've been winded,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's that's what you're right now, Callista. Like it's that uncomfortable feeling of, oh, I have mortality and this is annoying and I don't want to deal with this. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of how it is.
Yeah.
Oh
She's like, God damn these lungs, bro.
yeah.
That's a word.
I think he's going to. Yeah, I know what he's going to do. Yeah. All right. He's going to go and utilize a move called Mayhem. Which is so fun because I've actually not gotten to use moves like this for my characters. Kruger is one of the strongest creatures you've possibly faced. And he's a beefy boy. Which means he can grab a nearby large object and use it as an improvised weapon. He actually throws the scythe aside, Callista, and it kind of impales on the wall quite far away. And then he kind of grins, and he's bleeding pretty bad as well. And he's stunned, and you have pissed him off because y'all just did like a trifecta, and the one person he probably would have let take a shot at him didn't take a shot at him. because he was too busy being horny on main. So he actually uses the white gauntlet to punch a sizable piece of the pillar out. I'm gonna say probably about 15 feet of it. It's a hefty chunk. Yeah, he's gonna volley it at Jimmy. And
Nice.
he grabs it with the black gauntlet, and it starts to glow very dark, and he throws it back. Now, there is a secondary effect that it kicks some ass. So after you, by the way, I'm gonna tell you right now, bud, if this hits you, it's gonna do 5 harm.
Okay.
If he, this dude is not fucking around. If after you inflict harm with it, you can actually, there can be a bad situation for him as well. Don't worry. So we'll see what happens. But he has disadvantage because this is like an unblockable. Well, no, it's not an unblockable move, but you know what I mean. It's one of those dangerous moves. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. All right. Well, damn. Yeah. He. I hope I did that.
Tell me I can just snatch it out of the air.
You can. No, you cannot. It is in black. It's in a black.
I know.
Okay. No. Okay. That's fine. Yeah. He throws it and his aim is off and it goes into the floor. And that black mist starts to permeate around you. But yeah, you dodge that, and he does not look happy about it. He looks pretty pissed. All right. Right as the next track kicks in, let's go for Knock Knock. All right. Mr. Branch, what are we doing? And I want to just say real quick, I always say this with fights. Talking is also an option. I'm not saying that I'll do anything. I'm just saying, think of Undertale. You can also talk to the characters. Just throwing it out there. Okay. That's fine. What kind of magic are we going for? Gun magic, foci magic?
I'll try gun magic this time. I feel like I haven't shot the gun in a while.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're neglecting the gun. Have you been polishing it?
Okay, for this one, I'll try and just do. How close is he to everyone else?
How close is everyone else? He is probably an equal distance from everybody. He's now coming down, so 20 feet in the air.
Yeah. All right. We'll try and shoot him with a lightning missile from the pistol.
Oh shit. Okay. All right.
Let's try it.
That would be. So we're using a pistol. It's just to kick some ass roll.
Okay.
Yeah, I probably should figure out which one that actually should be, because I do switch it up every now and then. Because is the gun your foci? It's not, is it?
The ritual dagger is the foci.
Yeah, exactly. So you can imbue the gun with... Yeah, no, it is a kick some ass roll, because it's one of your weapons.
Okay, since I never use it, I do not know where kick some ass is. Hold on.
I got you. I'll roll it for you,
It's
bud.
right under investigate a mystery.
I got you. I got your character sheet open anyway. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you roll the bullet, you spin the chamber, and you fire. But the Endicott actually perks up because he's been stunned, and he says, "Don't!" And that kind of gets through to you, and the bullet fires true, but no lightning. Where are you aiming for on him, by the way? What body part?
Yeah. Well, for the missile effect, it was just supposed to be kind of square body because it's not supposed to be an actual physical effect. It's just supposed to be shooting lightning through the gun.
It's still a magic missile through the gun, but there's no lightning effect. Whatever you channeled, it didn't have a strong lightning effect. Is basically what I'm saying. So you're just going for like a midsection, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Endicott puts a hand on you. And as he does, the lightning still kind of goes through a little bit, but it doesn't have the effect you want. It hits him, in the chest, and he takes 2 harm. But he does something you didn't expect. Jericho, he pulls out his own gun. And you realize in that moment, oh fuck, he's the same as you. He's the same as Nish. He's the same as Dennis. You're all gunslingers. He pulls this gun out, and it is a it is called the Red Right Hand. It is a rifle that he is supercharging. And he takes the shot, and he uses it as like a... I try to explain this as well as best I can. He hits the shot in his right pectoral and uses it to spin himself round in the air to add torque. And by the time he turns back round, Jericho, you're in his sights. And he says, gotcha. And he hits you... Actually, no, he doesn't hit you, because I've just realized what happens. Hold on. He is about to hit you, and Endicott pulls you out of the way. I need to see how he rolls for this, because he's gonna roll to protect someone. So let's see if he gets it. Let's see. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, wow.
12. Endicott pulls you out at the last second. And he takes the shot for you. And Jericho, it is a very bright red crimson, like a laser. And it goes through his clavicle. And it leaves a red trail, and then you realize that his blood is spurting out. He took 4 harm. And he looks at you and says, I'll be fine. I've had worse beatings when I didn't pay the harlots on time. Just fucking kill him! And he slumps back, and he is bleeding pretty badly. Next up is Dahlia.
Yeah, can I big whammy him again?
You can try, but well, right now he is in the air, so he's still coming down. So you can try, but hold on, let me check if the. Hang on, I need to see if there's a cooldown. Powers to kick some ass. Okay. You could try that. Yeah. I don't think
Actually,
you have.
Okay, never mind, because he's in the air.
He's coming down, yeah, and you're in position though.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I do want to try to big whammy him.
Okay.
I want to try to smack him with the hammer.
All right. Let's see if we can get him in the midsection. Yeah, you'll just have to aim really well. Wow, Dahlia. Okay, 11. Yeah, you know what? You big whammy him again. You see him coming down. He's distracted by the shot. And you clock him. I'm going to say you clock him in the ribs. Or would you think the back?
No, can I break his ribs? I really want to break his ribs.
Yeah,
I
you
feel
hit
good
him.
about that.
Yeah, you hit him in the ribs. And you feel the 2 lower ones crunch under the pressure. And you use the momentum to swing him into the wall. No stun this time, but he's also still bleeding. So he's just taking an additional harm from Jimmy's attack as well. So he is lodged into the wall. Like he has got there is a Kruger-shaped outline on the wall right now. Bravo. Next up, Flebs. What do you want to do, buddy?
I don't know.
Well, so you've got right now you've got that feed on the camera. You also have you can try and feed some information as to what you know already. You can take that risk. or you could take a second roll to see if you can get a better opportunity on that. You can also do a investigate a mystery to see if anyone around the area is has caught on to what's going on in the lobby as well.
Let's see. Investigate a mystery. I would just ask a general question then.
I would let you ask a specific question. If you're going to look for, are you doing that to look around the area to find out, or did you want to do it about Kruger?
I feel like we got Kruger in the bag.
Okay. So you want to look around? Yeah, yeah. You can also do it
Yeah,
to
I
look
just
about
wanna
Amy as
see-
well. You could look up what's going on with Margot. So you can while they're doing that, you could go and look for that other camera feed. It's really up to you.
Yeah, let's try and track down Margot's specific location so
Okay.
we can go rescue her.
Okay. All right.
So let me roll investigate a mystery.
Mhm.
Flebs, I just want to say I love your optimism that we have this one in the bag.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit premature, but I really like the optimism. All right, you got an 8. I think that gives you, on an 8, gives you 1 question. Let me check for flexible alternative.
Just one general.
Oh, 1 general. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So the advanced, I have to get a 12.
No. So on a general, if you're doing a general, you got what happened here, what sort of creature is it, what can it do, what can hurt it, where did it go, what was it going to do, what is being concealed here.
Can I ask where did it go in terms of Margot's location?
Yeah. They are in
Okay.
Paint Gunkerson's back room, where he keeps his special paint stock.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah. You get the impression that the concierge wanted you to see that as well.
Because she winked at me.
She winked at you. What does it mean?
Yeah, it's a little creepy.
This is like the 3rd time she's done that.
Yeah, I think she might like
she
you,
winked
bud.
before she teleported away.
Yeah.
She wants you, bro.
Yeah.
No.
You want some of that concierge salary? It's really
Maybe-
low.
Maybe once we fight her, I can talk to her. And
Oh yeah, no,
talk
I'm
her
sure
out.
she's a totally reasonable individual. Yeah, no, that's a good
Yeah.
idea. Okay, cool. Do you want to I'm going to ask you this, and this is not to lead you. Do you want to go and try and find her, or do you want to stay and navigate the guys through this first?
Well, if I find her, then the concierge will be there, and she'll probably just kill me.
She might be there, she might not. You don't know. That's a fair point. So you could do some more investigating in the background as well. But yeah, okay, no problem. Just wanted to put that thought in your head. All right. Next is Jimmy.
Yes. I would like to. So he's still against the wall, right? Like
He's
where
just
Dahlia
been
slammed
knocked
him
into the fucking
wall.
wall. Yeah.
All right. Well, Jimmy is going to target one of his gauntlets, trying to
All right.
either damage it or something, so it may be not as powerful.
Mm-hmm.
With a kick some ass roll to see how this goes.
Wow. Okay, an
Damn.
11.
Man, you and Dahlia.
Yeah, you
Holy
guys are,
shit.
you guys are doing very well today. Yeah, all right. So
Her
you're
back's hurt from carrying y'all.
what you're going to try and take a gauntlet. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, all right. What gauntlet are you going for?
I'm gonna go for. So he was pinning us down in the elevator with the light gauntlet, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for that one.
Okay. Yeah, he is and what harm are you inflicting as well?
I'm guessing it's just gonna be like a claw attack.
Okay.
Which
Okay.
for me, again, that's 2 harm plus
2 harm.
my X plus a +1 on that, so it's a 3 harm attack.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you I think you target the ribs, that wound again. He is just getting fucked up.
Okay.
And as you go for the ribs and you kind of dig it in, he's not even responding. I will say that he is limp as you pull the gauntlet off. I'm assuming you throw it away.
Yes.
Okay. So you throw it to just far to the other side of the room.
Can I throw it in the elevator?
Sure. Yeah.
Since the door's still open there?
Yep, you can throw it in the elevator. Yeah. Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah, you throw in the elevator, and it is safely contained. Okay. Callista, are you next, or is... I've already forgotten the order. Wow, that's how tired I am.
Yes.
I think I'm next.
Callista.
Yeah.
Yes, Callista is next.
Yeah, go ahead. I've been awake for like 28 hours, so please forgive me.
I'm not even gonna.
No, you're not gonna say. You're not gonna say anything. No, you're not saying anything.
No, I already told them. They're going to bed the second that we're done.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
Unbelievable.
Anyway, yeah, Callista gets up first of all.
Yep.
And I'm assuming. Well, okay. Callista looks at Jericho.
Mm-hmm.
Still trying to get her breath back, I imagine. And asks him, well, I guess more says, I assume we're killing this one?
Or we're killing all of them. It's got to work a little bit faster since he'll be spawning back relatively soon after this.
Callista nods and, like, I guess, so they don't have the scythe anymore, it's in the wall, right? Is it in the wall that he's, like, currently against?
Is the scythe? No.
Okay.
That would be way too coincidental.
Well, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, Callista will, I guess... Yeah, well, shit. You were like, you should use Smite more, and now that's the only thing I got, so I'm gonna do that.
Okay, alright.
Which means they're gonna have to get a lot closer, but...
Don't worry, Jimmy's right there with you. Let's do this.
Yeah.
I'm right in his guts right now.
I'm right there too.
I don't know if you want to... I don't know... Hey, Jimmy. I don't know if you want to use the phrase, I'm right in his guts right now.
Sorry.
Oh, no.
I got my hand.
Jimmy and I are right in his guts right now. Don't question us.
Yeah, I know you did. Now you just said I got my hand there. I don't like the fact you're fisting one of my characters. I didn't consent to this.
Hey, you said I attacked the ribs that was already damaged, so I was thinking like I went in there like full on Sasquatch
Wow.
like just jammed it in there.
Hey, you know what?
I'm saying?
You know what, guys? Don't ask, don't tell, huh? All right.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
You know.
Alright, guys, move
Wow.
aside. Callista's coming in.
Oh my god. All right. Okay. Good
Is
luck.
this kick some ass too?
Smite.
Or is this use
Hey guys,
magic?
my food's here. I'll be
No
right
worries, no problem. Smite is kick some ass. Your body and divine weapon always count as a weakness against the monsters you fight. Your unarmed attacks are 2 harm, intimate, hand, and messy. So yeah, this is just a kick some ass roll. Oh, Callista.
Sick.
Oh, my sweet
Callista
angel.
is not having a good time.
My sweet angel. Yeah, I know what happens.
Cool.
Hold on 1
I'm
second,
gonna
guys.
experience.
Hold on 1 second.
Am I gonna die?
Yes, Callista. This is where Callista's time ends. You see a vision. It's Paula. Come into the light, my child. Come into the light. No. All right. I am going to need everybody to make an act under pressure roll, please.
Okay.
I hope you're listening to the music right now, guys.
Including Margot or not Margot?
Yeah, it's a bit-
Not Margot. Not Margot, not Flebs. If you aren't listening to this is fire. All right.
Oh, sick.
All right. Okay. Callista, you're still going to take some punishment, but it's not going to be that bad, but okay.
That's fine. That's fine. I made a comeback on that one. I'm glad. Oh, shit. Sorry.
Oh, Jericho, how storyline appropriate. Oh, Jimmy. Oh, the rolls
no.
the rolls are falling.
I can't
Oh,
find it. Hang on. I'm sorry. Hang on. I'm trying.
I leveled
y'all.
up though.
Listen, hey, y'all know the story of Icarus, where you fly too close to the sun and then you
Yeah.
get burnt. Yeah, yeah.
If I get burned for not doing anything.
Listen.
Nah, you got burnt for thinking about them thighs. Oh my
no.
god,
Oh
all
my
three.
god.
Bro, this is perfect.
This is like how we coordinated on the last fight, but we all rolled
All right.
10s, and now everybody's rolling 50s.
All right.
Everybody in Mark's experience.
I'm
A
rewinding.
round of
I'm-
experience for everybody.
I'm rewinding the music. Here we go. All right, gang. Welcome to phase 2. He repels
shit.
everybody. He repels at phase 2. He repels everybody that isn't Callista. He is holding you by your neck, Callista, as he emerges from the ground. Oh, Callista, this is gonna hurt you so bad, bud.
Okay.
I wish I could give him like a badass monologue, but Kruger's actually a really good dude, and he's not that type. He looks at you, and he is so upset, and he literally says, I don't want to do this. I'm so sorry. And he grits his teeth and grabs your head and starts dragging you through the concrete in the wall. Buddy, you're gonna take 3 harm. I'm sorry. He does that, and the moment, so right as that happens, Jimmy and Dahlia jump up. He looks back at you, and with the free hand, so the black gauntlet is currently holding Callista, and this black like this trail is going along the wall. With the free hand, guys, you see it's taped up, and it is bright red. And he volleys a shot that hits the both of you in the stomach. And you both take 1 harm each. Callista, he leaves you embedded in the wall by your head. And you for a moment you're limp, and he lands on the ground, and he starts walking towards Jericho. And Jericho, I would assume you kind of, you aim the gun maybe to fire. That's why I would assume you would do in that moment. You shoot, and he catches it in his teeth and spits it out. And he is in tears, looking at you, Jericho. He does not want to do this, as he raises a boot and he kicks you square in the face and sends you back into the back of the elevator next to Endicott. And you take 2 harm. Yeah, welcome to phase 2, gang.
Shit, guys.
Yeah. I will say he's just looking around at you. He is bleeding. There is blood in his teeth. He is miserable, and his hands are scraped. And he says, you think I want to do this? You think I like being the wall of Hotel Inertia? Why can't you just go? I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this! And he, his body just erupts. And, that force is now inward, and it's literally rooting him to the ground with power. Jericho, what is going through your head right now before you act?
Hello?
Hello? You're very quiet.
What is happening?
You're very quiet, Jericho. Let me turn you up. There we go. But yeah, what is going through your head right now? Because there's going to be... I'm going to say something happens in a sec, but I want to see what you're thinking. You're probably the first one to come to your senses. Jimmy and Dahlia have just been knocked back to the ground, still a little bit winded. Callista is out for the moment, and you just got mollywopped. And he is still standing probably nearest to you. And Endicott.
After hearing Kruger's outburst, Jericho will take a moment and then have a real moment with Kruger as one of his best friends growing up, saying, I made you do this. You made a choice to become a Sentinel. I made a choice to not.
I made a choice? I made a You saw the contract. We don't choose to become Sentinels. They make us become Sentinels. But me and Nish and Dennis, we did it. You left us.
I wanted more than to be a slave. And tell me, would you have agreed? Would you not have made the same choice that I made if you back then saw who you are now? A lapdog to a fucking monster like the concierge, always doing what the council wants you to do.
I'm not loyal to the concierge. I'm loyal to the order that took me in, that educated me, that taught me to hold my strength, that gave me purpose. We're not all fractal carriers destined to great things. Some of us are just trying to get by and make sense of this world. It was enough for us. Why can't it be enough for you? And he is tearing up. And that power is erupting through him.
Yeah, we all had kind of shit upbringings, but after relearning things about myself, I guess I already knew. Kind of had this realization that the amnesia, the things I did before, even if I didn't seem like I had control of the situation, I chose what would have gotten me my freedom every time. You could have done that for yourself. We all could have done that for each other, but we made our choices. It sounds like you chose the side that you thought would take care of you, were your family, but I couldn't do that. I did want more. I don't know if I have it yet, but I doubt anyone's gonna stop me from getting it at this point. Kruger, you're like a brother to me. We can all just walk away from this. I can go talk to Dennis. You don't have to get hurt here.
All right, bud. You know what I'm gonna say. Probably the most important role to manipulate someone you've done thus far, but
is it what? Yeah,
it is.
I didn't catch the last part. What you said. Sorry.
Yes. Sorry. It is. It is. Okay. Whew. All right. He looks at you. And he says, I don't want to do this, but I don't want to hurt you or kill any of you. It's not what I'm here for. But I can't leave the floor. They'll know. We're at two different junctures right now, both of us trying to get past the other. You say no one will know. You know the concierge will know. What do you suggest? You're gonna have to give him a good idea here, bud, because I don't think he sees a way out of this. But if you can give me a convincing idea on a 9, he will stop.
I promised Nish a little bit ago that when I got to this floor, I'd do my best for her. Kruger, you're still like my brother. I'll do the same for you. I'll find a way to get you to out of the situation, but I can't do that if you keep standing in our way.
You'll take me with you.
I don't want to.
That's what you're saying.
I'll do. If that's my best, then yes, I'll do it.
And you're serious. You're not bullshitting him.
I'm not bullshitting him. No.
his body shudders, and that power starts to seep and dissipate. And he takes a deep breath in, and he stops. And he walks over, past the stunned Dahlia. And I'm sorry, Callista, but you are still hanging from the wall by your head. And he grabs the scythe. He jumps up without effort. He then grabs you, Callista. And he's very quick. And he lays you down gently. And he asks for the gauntlet. He looks at you, Jericho, says, I roughed up your friends here. The least I can do is try to make it a little bit easier. Would you mind?
Of course. None.
Okay. Of course not, or of course now?
Of course. Like,
okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, he Callista, he heals you. He puts like the white gauntlet glows. He heals you for 4 harm.
Nice.
He
Well, that's good.
he broke your neck. I should probably tell you.
Oh.
Now you are strong enough that you probably could have won with a broken freaking neck like Kurt Angle, but yeah, he heals you. And the glow extends out. And I'm just checking everybody's stats. So Jericho, you were on 3 harm. Yeah, you heal for 2 harm, Jericho. Endicott, he heals for 3 harm. So he's got a little cut. Jimmy, what were you on?
Well, I'm only on 1 harm.
Okay, so yeah, you just go back to
From the
no harm.
knockback.
Yep. And Dahlia, did you just take 1 harm as well?
Yes.
Yeah, just one.
Okay. Yep, you're back to full harm. So y'all are good. And he sees all of you getting back up, and he fits the gauntlet back on and flexes and says, that fucking sucked. Y'all are terrifying. I'm gonna just be honest. Y'all are terrifying to fight. I didn't like that at all. And Endicott spits out some blood and goes, "You're a bitch," and just gearing up to fight again.
I concur with Endicott, but let's not.
You remember Indy?
He looks at Endicott and he says, Master Endicott? Oh, fuck. Master, I'm sorry. I did. And he's just like, nope. It's done now. The brotherly bonds are broken. You broke the bro code. You broke the fucking bro. And he just like walks around and goes, oh, unfucking believable. His own master taught him how to do the bear. He's like, just like, and he's Kruger just kind of is looking kind of upset as he looks at Dahlia, you, Jericho, and looks at Jimmy, and is just, he's healed you, but I don't think he's very happy, that he had to do that. And he says, all right, well, you're gonna do what you're gonna do. You won't find my body in there, for what it's worth. I'm just here.
What?
Yeah, I thought if I told you, you wouldn't fight me. I'm not bound to the floor. The gate can't be. I have to be able to go anywhere, whenever I can, full power. So that's how I can take your deal. I'm the only one, though, as far as I know. I mean, well, until you came along. How the fuck did you not get a person here? If you have a body here, Jericho, I haven't fucking seen it. But Nish,
double what?
What?
So my would have been bought is not here.
I'm not saying it's not here. I'm just saying I've not seen it. You've got a room. No one's been in there since you left, so
That's a phenomenal place to start. Question.
Yeah.
So well, I think some honesty is here. We did come here to basically try and destroy the bodies of the Sentinels.
Yeah, we know.
But
We know.
Yeah, funny.
Well, I wasn't. It was not funny. It's kind of
in a
fucking
sense-
terrifying, dude. But I get it.
You are being too literal. Please listen to me. Is there any way to, in a sense, power down the specters for a time being?
You want to stun them?
Like more like an on-off switch, like a breaker we can flip off or something.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a breaker. You're looking at him.
Eh.
I channel enough through these gauntlets. You'll have a bit of time. But look, I know you've made a lot of promises, and it should come as no surprise to you that we know because the concierge shares everything. I gotta make you promise something that I don't think you'll be able to keep.
Then why are you making me
Because
sorry. Fair is fair.
No, no.
prepared
Hey,
to hear
you
it.
know what? You dealt with enough cryptic bullshit, and I fucking hate that shit as well. So I'm just gonna give it to you straight. You can't kill the concierge. If you kill her, something worse will happen. That's not me being cryptic. I'm not saying that a magical puzzle is gonna come. I'm saying if you kill her, something worse will take its place. Do you understand?
Oh, bother.
She wants
Yeah.
to die,
Yeah.
Jericho. She wants you to kill her. Everything she's doing is to gather information and rile you up and make you want to kill her. But you can't. Jericho, he leans into this part. So only you hear this. He goes, Jericho, she knows everything about your friends, their vulnerabilities, their secrets. And I don't know what she can do to manipulate that information, but if your friends have loved ones, she's gonna use them. She's not what she seems to be. I've seen her when she's on her own. She has horns. She wears a strange outfit.
Oh shit.
She tries to make deals with people. Jericho, you must not let her talk to you. That's how it starts. I'm not saying you run. I'm just saying you have to use your head. You are the most level-headed of all of us. You gotta be the one to lead them. Now, I'm not gonna make you bond like with Nish, because this isn't something that you're necessarily gonna have a full control over, and only you have that part of the information. They heard the rest, but not that last bit. But that is basically what he's saying. He's like he's concerned.
Okay, I get you.
So
You have my road. You have my word.
all right. Okay. Y'all are gonna want to stand back. This is gonna fucking suck. I'd suggest standing by the elevator doors. And does anyone else need to talk to him before we move on?
Am I conscious again?
Yeah, no, you're good. You're all up. You're all
Cool.
up now.
Okay.
Do you
Just
say anything,
checking.
Callista, as you come back to it? He was leaning over you, and like he is cradling your neck because like it was fucking broken. So
Yeah. No. Well, I was gonna say, I think when she started gaining consciousness is like about the time that Endicott was like making a fuss, and so for a second she thought they were still in battle, and then now she's on the same page.
when you wake up and look at him, he kind of takes a look and goes, "Hey, don't worry. Don't be too jealous. Jericho would rather be there than you, but I won't say anything."
Can Flebs, sorry, can Flebs come in over the radio and let everyone know where Margot
Absolutely.
is?
I think that's a perfect time.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I just want to make sure we got through the battle first.
Yeah.
I think I mean, it depends on what everyone else wants to do, but I can go rescue Margot. Just see, or maybe someone can come with me,
Okay.
just so I have some backup.
Well, how about we do
And
this
then
scene real quick
rest of you
then, if
guys
you're gonna do that.
Continue. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Margot. Hey, welcome back, Margot. Everybody, let's welcome back Margot
hi.
to the fold. Glad you're feeling better.
Welcome.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Unfortunately,
Hello.
Margot, I'm gonna have to hurt you now. I'm really sorry about this, but I know
It's your turn now.
I'm such a mean old DM, but I kind of got her for the story and also for the lols. You know how it be. Okay. All right. So Margot, give me a sharp roll before anything else. I'm gonna switch this music up a little bit. All right, cool. We are good for time.
Nice.
Oh damn.
Okay.
Oh, Margot.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back with a
Yeah.
vengeance. Margot, you are aroused by the smell of paint. Not like that aroused. Sorry, wrong word. You are woken. God damn it, Freudian slips. You are woken by the smell of paint. It is pretty fucking unmistakable that it's paint as well. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like that, strong stench. And you immediately know you're in the fucking back rooms of the paint store. And you look to your right and you see Paint Gunkerson, who is pretty badly beaten and is like, goddamn, come and get my paint. I gotta fuck him up. I gotta give him them paint mace coming in here. They don't know nothing about my aubergine paint. I swear to God, I get it with the eggplant paint, motherfuckers. Don't wait till they get the anthrax paint, shit. And he's just mumbling away. But he is like, despite the hilarity, his eye is swollen shut. His nose is broken. It's leaking all over the floor. And when you look down at his left hand, all the fingers have been cut off. He is not. I think he's in his happy place right now. You are chained to the wall, and you have been branded. Even with a 14, you don't know exactly. But you could see it. Oh, sorry, 12. You could see it, but you don't know what it is. You just see a brand. And it is crawling its way up your arm and towards your neck as an individual. Well, have you met the concierge, Margot? I forget. I don't think you have.
I don't know if I've met them in
No,
person
Callista
yet,
and Jimmy met the concierge. You did. No, you didn't. That's fine.
Yeah.
So a woman walks out of the shadows. She is very slender, very pretty, but in an almost Jennifer's Body kind of way that's a little bit unnerving, like psychopathic. Wide, beautiful hazel eyes, dark skin, a bald head, this bright smile with a gold tooth, and wearing a purple ensemble with a cane. And as she walks closer, you see that there's horns on the top of her head. And the eyes start to kind of twist a little bit, and she says, "Well, hello, Margot. I'm the concierge, and I just wanted to give you a welcome to my hotel. It's come to my attention that you want something. And I just so happen to have the ability to give that to you." And she leans down. So you are looking down at her now. She looks up, and you see whatever this creature is. It's unsettling. I think you'd have to probably roll to get more, but like there's something off about the concierge. And she says, "What would you do to get your boys back?" Before you answer, Margot, I've got to make a roll. Because she is charming you right now. And I think it's only fair that you have the chance to resist.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Oh, no, that's not the right character. No, that's a spoiler character. No. Away with you.
No.
No. Turns out Endicott's the big bad. Oh, no, shit. No. Yeah, no, he just wants this computer dust empire. And he will get it.
I was thinking Mueller, but...
No.
He just wants his computer duster.
Yeah, literally, never mess with a man with a drug habit, though. Weesh. He will go to great lengths.
He just wants some Micro Center. And, I mean, Jericho had to turn him on to Micro Center.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Yeah, no, it's not Mueller. I still think Mueller's a sweet boy. He's just been led astray. Okay.
So
okay.
fucking ominous.
Yeah, so on a 5, it's just a miss. So how badly does this offender annoy you?
I'm pretty fucking offended.
Mm-hmm. Do you lash out? Like, do you spit?
Try to use them.
Do you spit at her,
Yes.
or do you headbutt her, or what do you do?
If she's bent down at me, yeah, I'll go ahead and just headbutt her in the face.
Actually,
if I can reach it.
can you know? I think it'd be a knee. I think it'd be a knee because that's like easier
okay.
body wise. So you go for a knee and you connect with her jaw, and it's nasty.
Okay.
It's like a crunching sound as she reels back and is just like she's just clutching at her face, and she looks at you and says, "Ha." Well, I guess being in a group has done wonders for you. Lonely Margot would have given in a heartbeat. Fascinating. So fascinating. Margot, give me a sharp roll. Actually, no, you know what? Before I do, is there anything you want to do?
Just kind of look at her dead in the face and just, you will not ever mention them to me again.
I wish I could make you roll for that. But she smiles and says... Oh, it's okay. She smiles and says...
Sorry.
That's okay. We'll see. On a 6, yeah, you are so blinded by rage you don't notice anything. Okay. She puts her hands in and says, "Okay, maybe I went a little bit too hard there. Maybe I was a little bit too forward too quickly. But Margot, I'm sure there are things you want back, and if there were a way of getting them, depending on the price, you might take it. Could we at least agree on that?"
Everybody wants something, and there's always a cost.
There's always a cost, yes. How about this? I will give you... And she holds out... Oh, God, I'm so sorry, Marco. She holds out a hard drive. And it has a screen on the front of it, like a holographic screen. And she taps it. And it is your boys. And it's a loop. It's like a GIF. It's they're just smiling and waving. And she holds it to you and with her nose bleeding and this wide smile and says, "I will give you your last conversation with them if you just do one simple thing for me. If you just hold on to something for me. That's all. Just hold on to something for me. Don't tell anybody what it is. You can even forget about it as long as it's on your person. And I will give you..."
Why the fuck should I help you?
And she holds it close to you and says, "Because you miss your boys more than anything in the world. And I know if they had a last message for you that night, you would do anything to hear it. Wouldn't you?" I'm gonna roll again.
What was that?
I gotta roll again, and you gotta roll. You gotta give me a charm roll, please. You do have an advantage as well. You you have a +1 advantage.
My charm is 0. Oh, okay. Oh, do I add 1 to this then?
Just put 1. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So you failed, but I got a 7. So let's meet halfway here. It's a mixed success. Now, on a situation like this, honestly, first question is, would Margot do it?
She's at least considering it right now.
Okay.
But
What do you think Margot would
know.
ask in return? What do you think Margot's terms would be?
That everybody makes it out alive.
Okay, so she looks at you and says, "Oh, absolutely. No one has to die. No. What I will give you is, call it a contingency, call it containment. But not death. No death. I think we can agree we've seen enough of that. Margot, I'm not the bad girl everyone thinks I am. I'm
chained to a wall. I think I beg to differ.
Oh, I didn't chain you to the wall, honey. That wasn't me. I'm actually here to let you out once I strike the deal. I have you still chained because, well, you just tried to break my fucking nose. And granted, that was partly my fault, but I think you would have done more if you weren't chained up. No, I didn't chain you here. That would be your, pursuer friend? I'm actually here to let you out. And she dangles the key. I just offer deals. That's all. And she's got this gif on replay, and she explains, because obviously you weren't here, but she explains that there is a broadcast station, or there was, in Hotel Inertia that carried all the final messages, any message from loved ones, including those who have just passed on, who might have a final message for their loved ones. So it isn't just that night, it's what would your family and loved ones say if they were here the night they died, after they're dead, to say goodbye to you. Something that everyone wants.
Yeah.
So she's assured you that no one will die. And I will tell you this, she's not lying. No one will die.
But will everyone actually make it out?
As I said, make it out. You said as long as everyone makes it out alive, and she said no one has to die.
They're very different things, technically.
But it's part. Those were your terms.
Yeah.
This is why. Okay, I was going to say this is why capitalism doesn't fucking work. Loopholes, but anyway. Yeah. So that is her terms.
And there's no other way to get to this without making this deal. I can't.
I don't know what will happen. I mean, you don't have to take the deal. I don't know what will happen. But
I'm gonna say no deal for now.
Wow.
Oh man, it's really fucking hard. But
I
feel like that would be a really bad idea.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, that's
all right.
That was a
No. Fair enough.
good one.
Ooh.
You almost had me.
Had me in the first half, not gonna lie.
Was that Payne Gungerson?
No, Payne Gungerson's completely out.
That sounded like the Payne Gungerson voice for a second.
No, that was that was Hannibal. No, sorry, had me in the first half, not gonna lie. Oh, bud. All right, okay. Let me just see what this roll yields before I decide on what happens next.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. She Nah, I'm gonna be fair, it's a fail. She smirks and says, "Okay. Yeah. It's not the deal for you. You'd prefer the physical, I'm sure. We'll meet again. Don't you worry, honey. We'll meet again." As she leaves. Doesn't free you.
I figured.
She leaves the key out of reach though. She leaves the key out of reach. So it's in the room, just not near you.
Okay.
What do you want to do? We got to resolve your scene before we go back to them. I will say that. One way or another.
Resolve what? Sorry.
We got to resolve your scene before we go back to theirs, one way or another.
Oh, yeah.
We got just shy of half an hour, so we're going to fucking do this.
Let's see. Can I... Oh, let's see. No. And Pink Gunkerson's totally out. Can I reach him at all?
Give me a... Wait, you want to reach him, or do you want to try and break your bonds, or just want to try and physically reach him?
I guess. Yeah, let's try to get out of the shackles if we can reach anything, I guess. I'm trying to see what I would have to roll for.
Either a tough roll or an act... I think it'd be act under pressure.
Oh, okay. And then I still have the +1.
Mm-hmm.
Is that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Okay, yeah. Hard choice, price to pay, or, I always forget what the third one is. So I'm an idiot. Hard choice, price to pay, or worse outcome.
Price to pay, I guess?
Okay, I will let you do that, but you have to break your wrist to get out one of the shackles to get the key and get to Pink Gunkerson. Okay. You're gonna take 2 harm.
Hey.
Alright, because you are a fucking tough bitch, you, manipulate your wrists and you snap it, which is horrifying. You slip the wrist out, you reset the joint, and you're crying, but it's not from that, it's from what you just went through. You grab the key, and, you unlock, Pink Gunkerson's shackles. He is out, by the way. He is not conscious, and, yeah, do you leave the room?
As long as he's not gonna, like, die if I do.
You would probably have to inspect him better to figure that out.
Okay, then yeah, I'll, I guess, investigate, make sure he's fine first.
Okay, I guess that'd
make
be...
me feel bad.
That's okay, so that would be, yeah, do investigate a mystery, and then you can go for a flexible alternative.
Okay.
Okay, so you got a 7. On a 7 or 9, you can ask me one general question, and I will tell you honestly and with reasonable detail what you discover.
Is Pink Gunkerson in, like, mortal danger, or will he be alive and just knocked out for a while?
He is in
Does he require first aid?
Yeah, he's in pretty bad shape. As you move him, you realize he has lost a lot of blood. He actually has a wound to his stomach that is, as you move him, and you shift him up and then towards the door, which lets some light in. And when you let the light in, you realize that you are now covered in his blood.
Okay, all right. And then how do I do first aid on him then? What do I have to do?
Do you have first aid kit? Because I don't think you do, bud.
Technically, I don't think so.
Then you don't.
Okay.
Right as that happens, you hear a voice from the hallway that says, Oh, it looks like Pink Gunkerson is bleeding to death. Well, I mean, I could save him, and you could still get your message, but, I think you gotta take my deal. Or you could let him die. I mean, he's just a crazy, pain-addled freak. I mean, it seemed like some of your friends didn't very much care for him. He was gonna pour bear mace on you. What's another life, huh? You've never been close to people. You don't really care for people. You're never gonna see this guy again. He sells paint, for God's sake. And I'm not gonna make you roll for this one. I'm gonna make this a choice that you make. Margot makes it. What do you want to do?
It's like the trolley problem, sort of, but different. Fine. Yeah. Okay.
Take the deal?
Yeah. Yeah.
All
you
right.
shouldn't have to
Okay.
just bleed to death in there.
Okay. I need you to put in your inventory that you now have a it's called a binding charm. And that's all I'm going to say. She hands it to you. And that brand on your neck grows very, very hot as you grab her hand. And you watch her body change. Okay. What happens next
What have I done?
is a pretty horrifying situation. Because once you take that deal, you see that you weren't actually talking to the concierge.
There ain't no grave.
You, Margot, were talking to a gravedigger.
There ain't no grave.
And once you take that deal, you watch as the body changes. It grows taller. The outfit becomes darker. The skin grows sallow. So the bones start sticking out. And the face is covered in skull paint. Horns grow out the top. And part of the face is obscured with thick circular black glasses and a top hat. And they bow. And they let go of your hand. And they kneel down. And they stem Paint Gunkerson's bleeding. And Paint grows very, very quiet. And they pick him up and carry him out the hallway. And I assume you follow. And they lay him on the desk. And they turn back to you and say, I said I'd stem the bleeding. It's up to him if he lives. A deal has been struck. And payment will be rendered. Remember the deal. Remember the grave. And in a flash of smoke, they are gone.
Meet me in the middle of the air. And if these wings don't fail me,
and you are left with Paint, who is, I guess, out of mortal danger. The bleeding has stopped. They are very pale, and they are breathing quite shallow, as you are left there caring for them. And Margot, you do have that message. They did keep that promise. That last message with your family is there. But I would imagine it is at a certain cost. And you're not quite sure if it was worth it. As we go back over to our gang. So, y'all are taking a step back and getting ready to have the power break out on you. I want to know, within our last few minutes here, what is your next plan? What is everyone's next plan of action? So, Flebs has just put in... In fact, let's just go back to that scene. So, Flebs, you just communicated where Margot is, right?
Yeah. Did I just see that scene happen?
You did. It was in real time. Yeah.
Okay.
Although, I don't know if you would see... I don't think you'd see them take the deal. I think that part would be glitched out, because I don't think Callista's talked about it either. Wait, have you, Callista?
She has.
She has.
She warned everybody, but I don't think Margot was there for that, but she warned everybody else about the figure.
Oh, then in that case, in that case, then yeah, you see that happen, Flebs.
Okay.
Hey
y'all, Margot just took a deal from. I'm sorry, TJ, your audio glitched out.
A grave digger.
Oh, grave digger.
Yup.
We should probably go help her out. Someone want to come with?
I feel like Callista like pales, and says, "You mean the gravedigger I told you all about before?"
Yeah, I don't think Margot was there though. I just saw the whole thing on camera.
Callista like goes quiet.
Jimmy has a question he wants to ask the game master.
Okay.
How big is the entry hall of Paint Gunkerson's Paint Emporium?
The entry hall?
Yeah. Like, could we put 13 bodies?
Oh, could you?
In there and Jericho used the Stormbringer. I'm just wondering because Callista's been there before.
Yeah, I you know what? I don't know if you should. I feel like you could. It's
matching like all the paint in there and fucking.
It's a warehouse, right? So yeah, and let me get up the image again for you guys. Hold on 1 second. I wanna use it as a reference real quick. I think you could. I think that is a pretty reasonable... Because if we look at it, if we look at the actual... Yeah, if we look at it here, for example... I think so.
Yeah, I mean...
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. I'm going to say yes.
Jimmy would look to every... Well, since Endicott can take Jericho directly there, right? And Margot, she does... she would have to... take a hope and a prayer with the elevator to try to get to us. Why don't we, Jimmy would be communicating this to the group. Why don't we go to her and we can use, the entry, the Paint Gunkerson's Paint Emporium's entryway to use Jericho's Stormbringer to destroy the bodies of the 13 Sentinels, because Callista's already been there, and we know for her to use her flight ability, she has to have been there before. So I think that would be a good call, and then we can all group up with Margot.
While this is going on, hey Dahlia. Hey Dahlia.
Yes, what's up?
Hey, you remember you've got that dark side?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. This is all going on, and you start to hear white noise. It just begins to fade. And,
aw, man.
You're still tuning in, but it's just, it's something's kind of happening. And you hear a voice in your ear, and it's calling your name, and you turn around, and it's your mum and dad. And they say, Dahlia, don't you want to know what happened with us? Wouldn't you like to find out what happened with us?
No, I'm straight. I'm better not knowing.
Okay. So, cool. I will tell you, if you don't give in to... Because I haven't told you the full thing yet, but that's fine, just to keep you in mind. This is hallucination. If you don't do whatever is asked... one of your powers is unavailable until the end of the mystery. Or until you give in. So I'm just going to let you know that now. I will choose one of them and I won't be cruel, because it's your first time. Or second time technically. And they're like, Dahlia, there's someone who wants to meet you. And if you do what they say, you could learn more about us, about yourself. And the mother pipes up and says, honey, don't you want to know? I'm guessing it's still a no.
I think Dahlia, no matter how alarming it's going to be to everybody else around her, is just going to fall on the floor, grab her head, and start screaming at the top of her lungs and kicking.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But you're denying the hallucination, yeah? You're resisting hard. Yeah?
I'm resisting. I'm not so much denying it.
Okay, no, that's fine. As long, so you're not, basically you're not taking it. That's fine. Okay, I'm gonna be fair about this. One of your powers is going to be unavailable until either you cable the end of this particular mystery. I'm going to be nice and say that it's Hex, because you use telepathy, you use the sight, so your Hex is not available until you give in.
Okay, so do you want me to uncheck it?
No. Just make a note. But that means you still have telepathy, you still have the sight, you still have the big whammy. But yeah, that one is not available. Okay. You feel something pulling at you. It's like the back of your mind, and they're screaming at you, saying you're a bad daughter. They're just like getting nastier, and they start growing horns. And it's over in about 2-3 minutes. So as soon as it comes, it's gone. And do you do anything once it's gone? Do you just kind of go and sit on your own for a minute, like to kind of process?
I think Dahlia is just gonna stay right where they were.
Okay.
And just kind of heavy breathe and dissociate.
Yep. Okay. I will say, for the benefit of the game, like, you're still hearing what's going on, but like you're just not engaging. I think that's fair. I just don't think you'd be engaging right now. But you still know the plan. Okay. All right. So, back to it. So, yeah, that's part one of the plan. So, you're not going to the lobby anymore, correct? You're not going to do that now.
I have a question.
Sure.
Wait, me? Go to the lobby?
No. Sorry, that was for Jimmy, and because Jimmy was in the middle of that before I moved over. I apologize.
Okay. I just got a call, so I will be right back.
No problem.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Session's over in like 3 minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. I will read the notes from the last 3 minutes, but I need to take this.
Not a problem.
Bye.
Bye. Okay.
Question. Go ahead.
Quick. Yeah, so like kind of brainstorming here. So Kruger is like the emitter, like that like if he chooses, like the specters will like turn off. Is that what was confirmed before we went over to Margot?
So what Kruger will do is give you like a like it's like turning off the panic alarm, basically. He will overpower with his gauntlets, and it will short circuit everything, and it will basically give everyone sleeping like a little jolt. Like, I guess you could say it's like a concussion, kind of whatever you want it to be, but it stops them for a minute. I don't know how long. I'm going to figure that out probably next game. But it's like turning off the power before the backup generator kicks in. Does that make sense?
It does. That
should be when we move them, I think.
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Well, I was like, if he's gonna shut them off, right? That, I mean, we don't, like he said, we don't know how long it's gonna be, but that, in theory, should give us enough time to gather up the bodies, and as long as Callista rolls perfect, get everything to paint Gunkerson's, so then Jericho can.
There is one thing y'all have not noticed, by the way, which I'm sort of surprised by. I'm sort of surprised by it. Not gonna lie.
Oh god.
No, it's not bad, but like, I'm kind of surprised you haven't noticed it at the end of the game as well.
So with the idea of Kruger being like the generator, is that that's for all of them, including himself and Nish too, correct?
He will go. Yeah, he's gonna go down. He will go down. Technically speaking, he's not going down because he's a body. It just overwhelms him. Yeah.
Oh god. You know,
If there was, so like, okay, so like say instead of like having to move them because well, one layer of it is because he's shutting them off already. Can we just gather them up here? I'm here in the cuts here. Callista's here. All of us are here. We can gather the bodies. They're on 13th floor, but also in a way. And this is okay. Slightly breaking character for a second. I was thinking, okay, what if Dahlia does the brain fuck thing to Kruger? And basically, and could we do that? Can we use that in a sense to like extend the time period, especially since he would be willing at that point?
It would kill him. He is short circuiting his own brain and everyone around him in order to make this happen. I think if I let you do that, it would be a bit of a game breaker.
You were on the right track, and I'm an idiot. We could just do the whole poofing him out right here.
Yeah.
I was being an idiot, and I didn't even think about it until you started talking. I was like, God, we could just do it right here, right now.
Has anyone still not noticed the other thing? Like y'all haven't picked up on it yet, really?
Is the windy thing?
The way that you're saying that is stressing me out.
Trevin?
I was also wondering where Wendy was.
Thing?
There it is.
The Windy and Amelia thing, got you.
Wendy is not with you.
Cool.
Not captured. But Wendy.
Yeah, no, I know, but she was in the elevator when we came down here, right? Or up here, or whatever, from the archives.
Yeah, she was.
Okay. I briefly wondered that during the fight. I was like, is she gonna be here? And then I forgot to ask about it.
Well, I think this is probably a good place to stop. So you see there's a little note that Endicott, as he comes back round, he realizes was attached to his back beneath a kick me sign that says "Kick me, I'm horny," and it says guys, I found out Nautilus is on this floor and has a body. And I also learned that Nishandra played a part in Amelia's transformation. I'm going on ahead before you can stop me. I'm sorry. Wendy.
Shit.
And as the plan is about to get put in place, you hear a terrifying roar from the depths of this floor, which you can surmise is Wendy. And for all you know, she might have just found her prey.